If you're an investor of real estate, I'm sure that you've heard of the 1031 exchange. It's just taking an investment property that you currently have, selling it, taking the proceeds, and then putting it into another investment property, and thereby avoiding the capital gains tax. Well, recently, I've been doing a lot of reverse 1031 exchanges. What's that all about? I'll give you all the details coming up next. Hi, everyone. Dan Palomino from KW Big Island and the Hawaii team. Well, what is a reverse 1031 exchange? Simply, instead of you selling your current investment property and rolling those proceeds into another one, what we're doing is we're buying the new property first and we're selling the existing property second. And you say, well, okay, well, how does that work? Well, it's only slightly more complicated. There is more paperwork to be involved, but here are the three keys. First, you're definitely going to need to use third-party intermediary. I've got a great company that I use. Jillian does an incredible job on my 1031s and my reverse 1031s, so we can connect you with her. She knows exactly what she's doing. The second part of that is that you have to understand that the property that you're buying first must be titled an LLC. And so Jillian and her company, the third-party intermediary, they will set up the LLC and they will file it with the state, and the contract will be written in the name and the title will be in the name of the LLC. And then last but not least, when you go to sell that property, you will then pay off the funds that you needed on the first property that you purchased, and the third-party intermediary company will then take the title and the deed and will take it out of the LLC and back into your name. But temporarily, the third-party intermediary company is going to hold title to that property that you bought in the name of an LLC until you sell your existing property. I hope I explained that well and it's not too complicated. There is more paperwork involved and it costs a little bit more. On average, about $7,500 to do a reverse 1031 exchange. Now, here's one of the things you may be thinking of. We say, well, Dan, problem is that I need the money out of the first house in order to buy a new house. So I have to sell the first house in order to make this work. And I get that, but actually you don't. You don't need to sell the first house and take that money out in order to buy the second. Here's why: because we're working with a lender here in Hawaii that will lend on reverse 1031 exchanges. And you say, well, won't everybody lend on a reverse 1031? No, because most of the time the lenders will not allow the home that you're purchasing to be titled in the name of an LLC. They won't give a loan to an LLC. They'll give a loan to an individual, but they won't give a loan to an LLC. And since the third-party intermediary demands that the house be titled in an LLC, a lot of people don't take it because they can't get the loan. However, I'm working with a bank that will. The bank will give you a loan even though the property is titled in the name of an LLC. And they know that you're doing a reverse 1031. They do them all the time. It actually went really smooth for me. So for all of you who say, you know, I'll sell my property, but I'm really worried I'm not going to have enough time to find the replacement property. Like 45 days is not a long time to identify 3 properties in which you're going to move the funds to. And particularly if we're talking about Hawaii, because the property that you're looking for may not come available for a year, 2 years, or whatever the case may be. And then you're out of luck. You sold your investment property, you weren't able to roll in the funds, and now you're taking a capital gains hit. So this is a much better way, the reverse 1031. We can take our time, we can identify the property that you want, we can buy it in cash, or we can get a loan, either way, and then we can sell your existing investment property. If you want to know more about it, I'd love to talk to you about it. You can contact me. Call me on my cell phone, 808-987-3306. Just call me on my cell phone. I'll pick up. I'll be happy to talk to you. And if you like these videos, please share them with friends, colleagues, whatever, and hit the subscribe button. Until we talk again, aloha.